Hey everybody, welcome back to Mrs. RATTLECAN'S house. I am James and this is the week in review number 34. We started working on the area behind the refrigerator, which at one time was covered in tile. At least a couple of different times it's been covered in tile. And throughout the week I have removed as much of the loose tile as I could. Found out that if I tried to remove both of those layers of mastic, they would also peel off the base layer of plaster all the way down to the metal screen and onto the concrete backer board. So I decided to just go ahead and surrender and cover it with, I debulked it as much as I could, ended up covering it with a 1/4 inch sheet of drywall, and then we'll just smooth it out and paint it. You can use a number of different things if you need to put some leverage onto like this piece of drywall. I ended up using a piece of insulation foam, a thin piece of OSB, and a broom. Be creative. I made a video on how to save the world. You can view that video here. Then also during the week, the guy making the template for our countertops came, and I was actually surprised that they were making an actual template. They made it out of cardboard and hot glue. Wrote down all the pertinent measurements, physically laid out how far the overhangs were going to be, physically located where the sink and the cutout was going to be, and then folded it up and put it in the back of his vehicle. 21 days it should be put in. We also received a very large and very heavy shipment of glass subway tiles. Those will be for the backsplash areas. We did some preliminary fitting of knobs and hinges just to kind of see if we liked the way that it looked okay. So now we're going to take all the hardware off of the doors and drawers and start scuffing that so that we can paint it. Mrs. RATTLECAN has been quite busy painting different areas of the house. Some of those areas include the ceilings, as well as the linen closet in the main hallway bathroom. I was able to get our, I guess you would call it a portable sink. It's called a Duratub, and was able to get that reinstalled back into the laundry room. And then I spent a couple of days in Mrs. RATTLECAN support mode. She has been trying to scrape and feather in some areas on our baseboard, I don't know, radiator covers. I don't know what the correct term for those is. And it was time consuming, and I'm telling you, the angle grinder with a flapper wheel was a better way to do it. It took me about a day and a half, and I got them all down to the metal. There was a lot of rust. In some cases there were a lot of layers of paint. One room in particular had about 7 layers on it. So now she's just doing the final work, getting the curved edges, which she has figured out a way to do that fairly quickly. And so she's got one room set up for stripping, she has one room set up for priming and painting, and then another room set up for drying. I was also able to prime the inside of the master bathroom vanity. We're going to prime it and paint it and see how it looks. There is a little bit of water damage from who knows how long ago. It's dried out now, but it's a little wavy, and we're just gonna see if that's something that she's gonna be okay with. I started working on the replacement sink for the master bathroom. As you may remember, it had that hideous molded acrylic top that had the seashell sink in it. So this one, we're getting it all taken apart and getting it cleaned up, and then starting to make the new countertop for that vanity as well. And that's about it. You know, when things take, you know, when one item takes like a couple of days to do, you know, the videos get kind of short. So anyways, that's what's going on. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for the comments. We really appreciate the comments. You guys have a great weekend. Cheers.
If you enjoyed watching this episode of Mrs. Rattlecan's House, consider checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and to get the latest updates on our progress, like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Absolutely should have some wine.